Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on tonight's team call. Before we get started with Courtney Bertos, just going to remind you guys of a couple of things. There is a New Jersey event. It's called the 12-week year. Trying to see if I have the book here. It's somewhere in my house. It's an amazing book. I highly suggest you go to the event. The author is going to be there. Lisa has the book right there. It really just fast tracks your mind instead of setting yearly goals to setting your goals in 12-week span, so that, you know, sometimes like when you set year goals, it's kind of hard to see what's going to happen throughout the entire year. So really good nuggets in there. I put the event in our team page, but you can, just go to the New Jersey Beachbody Coach page and the event's right there, or just Google it or go to my page. It's on there too. Second thing is we have the Team Cup. I know a lot of us are looking for coaches to join our team. So if you are an Emerald coach or just a regular coach, so if you're not a Diamond coach, reach out to one of the leaders on this team. We kind of posted in the team page yesterday and the day before that we're looking for people to join our team. So if you don't know, a Team Cup is starting on February 1st, lasting the whole month of February. It's where we get 5 coaches on a team. It can be coaches from our team, coaches just within the network. We just need 5 coaches to get a team together, and we earn and we push for Success Club points and helping the most people within February. And as a team, you collect those points together. You also get points for rank advancements too. And then they have like different tiered prizes. I forget off the top of my head what they are, but they are pretty cool. They're always good prizes. And then the top prize, so the number 1 team for a Team Cup wins a trip to LA to see Carl, see the corporate, work out with Autumn or Shanti or Tony, whoever. Great time. I haven't been yet, but I hope to be there one day. So make sure, if you are even a brand new coach, I know we have a lot of brand new coaches on our team now. So if you're new and this is your first team call, welcome to the first team call. Second, reach up to your upline and say, I want to be on a Team Cup. I remember when I first signed up as a new coach and I was like, what's this Team Cup? I have no idea what I'm doing. Jump on in. Your coach is going to help you out. Your teammates are going to help you out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's what it's really about. Having fun, doing things together, learning from each other, using those 5 people to kind of really push you a little bit outside your side of your comfort zone and do things together like challenge groups or a free group, or, come up with good ideas together. So make sure you get on a Team Cup. I think that's all I have for announcements. Does anyone else have any announcements they want to say before Courtney gets started? Anything I missed? All right. Well, we're going to hand it over to Courtney. Courtney is a 1-star Diamond coach. She has been, I believe, a coach for 3 years. For 3 years. She's been able to extend her maternity leave and be home with Charlotte. She's a teacher, and she is a coach for field hockey, and I think she was able to leave basketball behind and kind of spend more time with her family. So Courtney is absolutely amazing. She is going to take us through a little visualization tonight and a lot of good stuff. So make sure you have a pen and paper, take notes, and Courtney, take it over.
Well, thank you. That was very sweet. Kind of bittersweet because my maternity leave ends in 2 weeks. So I'm just kind of taking it all in. But hopefully for the next baby, I'll be on some call and be like, peace out teaching. I'm staying home. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is this whole visualization. Part of it is from the Smart Success of Chalene Johnson, and visualization, putting things on paper, not just writing out your goals. So I'm going to put you in my classroom a little bit. I am a visual learner, so I'm going to show you mind mapping through it all. If you're more of a linguistics learner or like writing things, you can, write it out as like a narrative so that you can look back at it. If you are a visual person, just kind of grab a couple different colors of writing utensils if you can, or highlighters, things that are going to make things stand out in different ways. Because we're going to do, I'm going to show you my mind map, and then we're going to go through it. So I am going to show you how I set it up. Let me see if you can see this. So like my name is in the center, and then I have 4 categories branching off. So we're going to go through each one. And I'm going to talk you through things, and then give you time to actually write things down, what I say and what is going to be what I'm visualizing and what I'm imagining as the streamline for myself is not going to be the same for you. So I don't want to talk you through mine and influence your decision. So there's going to be some time, like downtime in the call, just to like jot things down. And if I start to pick back up and people need more time, just give me some sort of signal, or you know, come off mute that you need a little bit more time, or just go back to it. So we're going to start with the home, like physical home. And what I want you to think about when we're going through all of these different aspects of your life, right? Yes, we're going to tie our Beachbody businesses into this, but think about why you're doing this as a Beachbody coach, right? You're doing this to improve your life, your family, your relationships, somehow influence your job or be a part of your job. And then obviously your health and fitness. So you have to think about that money is not an object. These are things that you can have. There's no dream too big. There's no, something you imagine that's too out there or too lofty. But I want you to be as specific as possible. So when I am asking you and prompting you with these questions and you're writing things down, don't just write down like a big house in a cul-de-sac. Like that's not specific. I want you to be as specific as possible. If you don't know how to do these kind of exercises, like kind of just take this all in and then come back to the call and listen to the recording so that you can do it on your own time after you give it some more thought. Okay, so we are going to start with home, and I'm going to do it at the same time along with you. And I want you to think about these things, okay? Where do you live? Think about city or town, as specific, again, as you can, and jot it down or write it down or I branch things off of my mind map so that now home is now expanding into all these different things. Literally going into specifics, what color is your house? Okay, you pull in front of your house, what do you see? Jot down some things.
Hey, Cor, I don't know if you're going to touch upon this later, but maybe can you tell people why they're writing things down and why visualization is like important instead of just kind of like thinking of things and like randomly?
Yeah, there's I'm going to say mental, and that's not the word. There's a piece of your brain that registers things that you actually put pen to paper. You can imagine and you can just sit and visualize, and that's a great technique to do. But when you take pen to paper and you put things down, not only does that now like permeate from your brain to your hand and then, back again, but now it gives you something to reflect on, literally to see and to say over and over. Visualization is a technique that, we use with our sports teams. You set people up for success, that you you see yourself being successful, not only the physical part of it, but the feeling part of it, and making those connections emotionally, and then, you know, going out and performing the action that it takes to get there. But I can't think of like the exact word I'm thinking, like trying to say, Rose, that I'm saying mental connection from your brain to your fingers, and writing it down. If anyone can think of the word, it's like on the tip of my tongue. You can just jump on.
There is a piece in your, or a part of your brain called like the reticular activator, that when you do like put paper to pen, and when you do like walk yourself through like a visualization, so like closing your eyes and like seeing yourself like hit your goals, it actually like activates this part of your brain to search for those things out in your life, and kind of makes like a road track, like a road map in your brain. And it's actually kind of like creates this reel for you to kind of go after. Like it's a actual scientific thing.
And look at us. We clearly can't think of the
I
scientific
know.
name for either of these things. We are not making this up.
We're not, I promise. I'll tell a quick story. I know I'm like totally interrupting, but it has nothing to do with Beachbody. But when me and Dave like first started like dating again, he drew a picture of a house that he wanted to build, and he legit just maybe found it like 2 months ago, like randomly somewhere, and it's the freaking picture of the house that we live in now. Like totally, like we totally forgot about this picture thing that he drew. Like it was crazy. We're like, what? Like that is like our house. It was so weird. So I 100% believe in this stuff. I know in the beginning I was like, this is like mumbo jumbo, like not gonna work. It's worth your time. And I look back, and when I first did this as a coach, all my stuff that I wrote down, I accomplished it. So, all right, I'm gonna let Courtney go.
All right. Okay. So we're back to your home, and now you're opening your front door. What do you see? What does your house smell like? What do you hear going on in your house just from opening the front door? Okay, as you're walking into your house, give yourself a little tour, just like you would if you're on one of those websites like Zillow and you can take a virtual tour of other houses. What rooms are you walking through? Do you have a mud room? Do you have an office? What's your kitchen like? Take yourself through the bedrooms. Do you have a basement, back door, deck? Put it all down. What do you see? Okay, as you're going through the tour of your house, Think about who's sitting around the kitchen table. Who's snuggled up on the couch? Who's making dinner? It's Friday night. Who's gathering at your house? What is everyone doing? Okay, as you finish up or jot down some last second ideas for your home, I'm just gonna bring mine close so you can just see how I personally organize mine. It doesn't make it right or wrong. You can do it however you want. But so like my mind map is branched out, home is in there in the middle. And then I have all my specifics going in that same color all around. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one, and this is family and relationships. Gotta see what color I have. All right. All right, how is your relationship with your spouse, significant other, or family? What do you do together? How do you talk to each other? How do you talk about each other? Okay. Do you have kids? How many? What are their genders? What do they look like? Are they active? How do you see your children growing up? Okay. What type of parent are you? What would your kids say about you? And lastly, what do you do as a family? Do you travel? How often? Where do you go? Okay, moving on to the third category is your health. Okay. How do you take care of yourself? What do you eat? Where do you grocery shop? Where and how often do you exercise? Are you an instructor of any sort? Do you have a goal weight or ideal body image you'd like to achieve? What exactly does healthy look like to you? Okay, and the last category is your job. Now, I know not everyone's um, goal is to make Beachbody their full-time job, and that's fine. Just try, I'm going to incorporate it both as a full-time job, a part-time job, and just write or visualize as it pertains to you, okay? All right, so your job, what do you do? How exactly does it fulfill you? What kind of feelings do you get from doing your job? Okay, how much money do you make? Who do you work with or who do you work for? How do you get there? Where exactly is its location? How does it feel when you get a promotion? What does success look like in your job? How many hours a week do you work in order to be successful by your definition? Okay, more specifically to your Beachbody business, if you weren't going in that direction before, again, what does success look like for you in your Beachbody business? What rank are you? How much do you earn per week? What exactly does this business provide for you? If it's trips for your family, where are you going? If it's freedom of time, how do you spend that time? If it's extra income, how do you spend or save that income? What is it for? How do you feel when a challenger texts you that they lost 10 pounds? How do you feel when a new customer just says thank you? And how do you feel when one of your coaches was able to fill up her gas tank, pay off her credit card debt, or take her family on a vacation? Okay, just another minute to kind of wrap up your last ideas. If you are done already, just read through some of the things you wrote down. All right, and what I'm gonna, if anyone wants to share, does anyone want to share any piece of theirs? You don't have to. I know some of them get really detailed and personal. Go ahead, Jen, just unmute yourself.
Do you want me to share something specific or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Well, I'll share my dream house with everybody.
Okay.
Because that's what I really want very badly. So we stay in Broomall because that's where my kids go to school. And when I picture my house, I picture this gothic-y cottage type thing that you might think kind of twice before you knock on the door. But it's gray and it's got a red front door and black shutters. It's on 1 acre of ground, which around here is kind of hard to find. 4 bedrooms. The master bedroom has this huge walk-in closet, excuse me, for all my shoes and my clothes. 2.5 beds, a home office, a fireplace, and just this huge eat-in kitchen with these black cabinets and glass doors on them. And when I walk in, it smells like cinnamon and spices, and I hear my wind chimes blowing outside. And I see crystal chandeliers and rich wood molding and red velvet draperies and earthy toned paint and these huge pictures in these, gold frames and just glitzy and glamoury and over the top.
I fucking love it. Anybody else? All right, I know some people are, I'm going to say blacked out on the bottom where you can't see their faces, but if you can see your face like you have the video, I want you to hold something up. So like, this is mine all over the place. And I want you just to hold something up. I'm going to try to take a screenshot on the Mac, and I'm not exactly sure I know how to. So if that doesn't work, or if somebody wants to raise their hand that does know how.
Sorry, what do you want me to do? A screenshot?
Yeah, if everyone kind of holds theirs up and you can take it and then share it. So if everybody, whatever you wrote, however you wrote it, it's yours and it's personal and it's awesome.
Give me a second, everyone.
I love that Renee is like peeking out.
1, 2, 3. All right, we got it.
Perfect. Okay, so now don't just do this and like put it away and lose it. Tape it to your computer. What I started to do with like goals that I was writing down is I would actually just slip them into my computer so that when I opened it the next day that they were there staring at me, and I would just read through it. It doesn't have to take all day. To go through and just visualize these things or do it before bed, but just make it a habit to read through these things, because, we wrote down all these goals and these dreams as if money was no object and there was, nothing standing in our way. And in reality, nothing is standing in your way. And you can do all of these things. Jen, you could have all of those things in your house. You absolutely can. You are an awesome coach, an awesome mom, and all of those things can come to fruition if you work for it. Just like you tell your challengers, you want to lose 10 pounds, you want to have a 6-pack, you got to earn it. You got to work for it, not just by pushing play, but dialing in your nutrition. It works for us as coaches too. So tonight's call was a little bit more on the personal development and the personal side, but that's part of this business. And I hope that you kind of got in touch with some things you didn't even know that you wanted until you started putting things down, but that it kind of opened your eyes to that kind of stuff and these kind of goals and how to kind of put pen to paper, and then we can make it happen. So I'm sure another call in the future we can do like reverse engineering your goals so we can be specific with the Beachbody goals and then work our way backwards to what actions need to be taken in order to achieve those things. So any questions, concerns?
I would like to say I love these types of exercises, because sometimes it's hard to even know what you want unless you really make yourself a little bit vulnerable to kind of put it out there, because I know everyone has those self-limiting beliefs. And when me and Leia went to the Tony Robbins event, that's an entire day of what we worked on was knowing what our self-limiting beliefs was, whether it was we aren't worth it, or we're not good enough, or that we come from a broke family, or that we come from a broken family, or whatever that thing is. Your belief is 80% of you reaching your goals. And then the rest is action. But most of it is your belief. So if you write these things down, and definitely don't just throw it away and look at it at you when it's 2018, but really like spend some time and really feel this, like really believe that you can make it happen. You're just that much closer to actually making it happen. I know it sounds like way out there, but I'm a total believer in this kind of stuff. And I remember when Lisa Hansen first told me about this stuff, I'm like, man, what a quack. But we all love her. And she's brought everything into her life because of the belief and like the meditation that she does and just her spirituality. It's grown even since I've, have known her since becoming a coach. So,
and even like along with that and like writing things down is the tense you use. Like saying like, oh, I hope I have this and I will have that. No, stay in the present tense. Like I live in a freaking white house with black shutters and a red, and make it in the present tense. And that just, again, it's a switch in your brain that makes it, a reality. And like Rose said, this sounds all like, ooh, this is so feel good. And like it is, but it serves a purpose if you buy into it. So I hope that helped a little bit. Anybody?
Anyone else?
All right.
Sounds good. All right, we'll see you guys in the team page. Make sure if you're a new coach, get on a team cup. Even if you're not a new coach, get on a team cup. And let's kill January. I know we already are. Let's go out there, help some more people. I am pretty sure that they're going to be changing that challenge, the All Access Challenge Pack. It's going to be going up a little bit in February. So let people know that now, that if they want that, because people look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, $199? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I know that it's a freaking steal. They're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, I know. So listen to Uncle Carl and get people on board now, because in February, it's going to be going up. All right, guys, have a great one. Thanks, Courtney.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.